Alright guys, another Sunday, another good week actually. Let's look at some index charts. We'll start with USD. Let's see, so USD is continuing to decline a bit here. So we did not move higher from that bull flag, and in fact we made a new low. So at this point, I'm not really sure what it's trying to do because, we did have this turnaround. We had this inverted head and shoulders. We had to break out. We had to pull back back to the neckline, and then we broke that neckline again, that blue line right there. And then we pulled right back up to it, and then we proceeded to decline there. So I'm gonna draw this like this, and I mean at this point I'm thinking, if it's going to start moving higher, we need to break out of this trend channel here first. If not, then we're either going to bounce around here till the 1st of January or keep kind of sliding down. And I don't know if it wants to test these lows or what, but I'm going to keep watching it. So I'm indecisive on USD this week, so I'm not going to write anything down for that. Let's look at Euro. So Euro, let's see, last week it moved up to test these highs, and so I said, well, looks like we want to test these highs right here. So I still think that will happen. We kind of pulled back, instead of going right up to that double top, to that resistance level, we actually pulled right back down to the this trend line here. So now I'm expecting Euro to, probably test that high finally. Get rid of these. All right, so get rid of this guy. So that's kind of what I'm expecting for Euro. So I'm gonna write down Euro up, but with caution, because we could still, because we didn't have a follow-up on that breakout right here from this day, and we didn't go all the way to the resistance. Either it's gearing up for that final move up, or it's just a fake out. So I'm going to be cautiously bullish on Euro. Let's look at Canadian dollar. CAD had a pretty wild week. Finally reached that forecasted level here, that support, and we actually went right through it. And then on Friday, after the news, really big day for Canadian dollar. So now it's kind of complete, this head and shoulder and a little breakout, a little fake out, and then a pullback. So now it needs to decide, if we're going to pull back down to this trend line and then reverse back up, or what is it going to do. So I am actually bullish now on Canadian dollar. Write down CAD is up, and I just need to pick a good spot to buy it. Let's look at British pound. Let's see, British pound, very good week. We had GCAD and GA trades. Let's see, bought British pound. I failed to buy this pullback. We were talking about last week. We were farming this bullish flag, and the market had a really fast move down and a really fast move up, and I didn't jump on it, but I had other swings going already on British pound, so that worked out well. And then on Friday we had a big sell-off on British pound, all the way up to down to here, this SRS level. Didn't quite reach it. We might still reach it and then move higher to that target that I've had here for a while now. But yes, I've been bullish British pound and I still am. So I'm still expecting it to move higher. I'm going to write down GBP up. Which makes me think that USD might be going down. Let's look at Swiss franc. So same idea here, still bullish. It's still going up. Had a huge day on Friday. Touched that trend line again and just exploded up. Gap down here on Sunday evening, New York time. And I'm still looking for it to move higher, even though right now it's going lower. It's really kind of flat over the last couple of weeks. But I'm still bullish on Swiss franc, so CHF up. And let's look at JPY, Japanese yen. Gap down today. We've really been kind of going down actually, all the way to this broken trend line, the red one. And so I was thinking that Japanese yen would rebound off of this SRS and go higher, and it did not. It just went right down through it, even to this trend line, broke through that. Had a wild day on Friday. Now we gapped down on Sunday, and we have, let me get rid of this line, it's kind of distracting. I'm still looking for it to go up, and this is kind of a perfect scenario. We break out of this triangle, and then we'll pull down to that trend line, and now we should start going back up. You know, I have my forecast here, the big lines here. So I'll be looking to buy Japanese yen. So JPY up. Man, everything's going up. Yeah, USD's got to come down. Let's see. So let's look at Australian dollar. Yeah, it's starting to kind of curl up. As we were expecting, kind of a big day on Friday, and now it's moving up. I've been buying Australian dollar last couple of days. AN, AUD, Swiss franc, I think that's it. And I'm looking for it to, let's see, I'm looking for it to move up to that green trend channel there, that trend line. So something like this for Australian dollar. Boy, another one up, AUD up. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. I'm wrong somewhere. Pretty sure USD will probably go down, and New Zealand, you know, the trend is still down. We pulled back down to what? To really nothing. I mean, we kind of have this trend line here that I haven't put up yet for some reason. Let's see, let me do this one. Let's do green. Let's do thicker so I can see it. Alright, so we actually pulled up right to it, rejected it, came down, failed, you know, kind of tested that low, failed to make new low. Now I don't know. I mean, I'm still looking for it to go up to that blue trend line and possibly higher if it's going to break out, but the trend is still down. So I'm gonna say I'm actually bearish on NZD just based on how we're bouncing off of these levels and trend lines. NZD down. So I'm gonna write down USD down in parentheses. I mean, I have everything else going up, so just by looking at this, we're gonna have to buy EN, sell NCAD, buy GN, sell NCHF, sell NJ, and buy AN. I'm already long. As far as USD goes, I'm gonna have to pick some of the very strong currencies that I think are moving up, and that's probably JPY and British pound and probably Canadian. So for the USD, I'm gonna say, well, yeah, UCAD, I'm still bullish on that, but I'm gonna write down UCAD down, GU up, UJ, let's see, down, and that's it for the USD. All right, now let's look at some of the pairs from last week. We were saying that EuroCAD was going to go up, and it did actually. We had a long to the target here, and obviously I should have sold it, but I didn't. And then we had a sell-off, so EuroCAD went up. That was good, all the way up into the Canadian news. So from here, let's see, last week we were right here, right? So from here we did go up. So that was good. GCAD, same thing, I think. Yes, we went up. All these been going up. GCAD went up and then sold off the Canadian news. So that was another good one. CAD CHF, we said it was going to go down. So it did go down here, but then of course the news broke out, and now it's going up. So this is what happened here, like this. CAD-J, we said it was gonna go down. Again, the same thing. It went down, and then it just kind of bounced around and tried to make a new low right here, failed, and then Canadian news came out and exploded back up. So you can see how we're rejecting this parallel trend channel going up, and now we're hitting this resistance here. And the last one we looked at was NCAD going up, and that didn't happen there, except we went up well for half of the week, and then we started selling off. All right, so we went up and then we went down. So it's kind of partially right. If I draw a better trend line here, like this, didn't quite reach it, but yeah, that's what happened there. So let's look at this week now. We have EN going up. EN going up. So that looks promising, actually. I'm thinking, you know, we can start going higher here, like so. NCAD, we're looking for it to go lower, probably test the lows right there. So if we do pull up, we should start looking for some shorts around this area, and then down to test these lows. GN, we're saying gonna go up. That looks good. We have this SRS right here. We got this SRS right here that I didn't buy. So now we're looking for GN to possibly make a new high here at two British pounds. So that's a pretty good bank level there, which would be about 380 pip move if you buy here. And Swiss franc, we're saying going down. It's kind of started to curl around, but I guess if we're gonna go down, we're gonna have to go down this way like this. NJ, we're saying going down. Yeah, I mean, this was a nice little forecast. We didn't quite reach that support area, but that was a good prediction just based on indexes, nothing else. And now we're forming this bear flag, and we've just hit the SRS level right there, and this looks like a good short actually, except I wish it was rejecting it a little bit harder. If we do come down to here like this, and then we break this little flag, we can do something like this, right? So then probably down to here, because that would make it, yeah. Let's see, where's the next support? We got all this, right? Yeah, so that's pretty good right there. I like this. And then let's look at AN. AN, we're saying gonna go up, and it looks like it wants to go up. So we just need to break this. It looks like we're already trying. So I already have some kind of a forecast here, yeah. So we're gonna start. There's a little SRS right here. That was really nice on Friday. So let me just throw that line in there for your visuals, right there, right? And so if we're gonna start going up, we want to at least test the highs. So somewhere right there, that should be good. So if I take this like this, yeah, that's perfect. See how, so we break that trend line, and then we pull down to that same trend line again, plus SRS. This is a buy every time. I mean, every time. You got a W reversal. It's a WR reversal. And we're going up. Yeah. And where did I buy it? Let me check. And yeah, I bought it at I bought that SRS 110.41. 110.41 right there. Right there. And it's up 35 pips right now, so let it run. And we got UCAD. UCAD I got going down now. So we had this little forecast. That's the trade I took, and it reached here. I was looking for higher, but it definitely reversed at this resistance here, and came all the way down. And so now just gotta pick a good spot to short it, which is not easy when it's just a waterfall like this. So what you have to do, since there's not, you have like, you have this level here, that if we pull up to, we could short. But the key here is to wait for this market to start moving up, and then once it decides that it's had enough of the rebound and it's time to go down, that's when you start looking for shorts. You don't necessarily, in circumstances like this, you don't want to short prematurely, because you don't really know, based on this chart, where it's going to reverse. You're gonna have bunch of you're gonna have Fibonacci guys jump on it, and we can see where they're gonna sell it, right? So you got the 50% plus the bank level. I mean, that's a good area, right, to sell. So we can see what happens here, right? So if there's an area to sell, if it starts going down, we can start looking for sells, right? So GU, we're saying it's going to go up. It's been going up hard, actually. So the trend's still up here. We need to find a good spot to buy. I mean, if we come down to this little SRS, it's not the best looking SRS, but still it can move us higher if we come down here to like this bank level, and then move up. That's 300 pips here, I think, right? So like that on GU. On UJ, we've got going down. We definitely have a gap here, right? So we have a gap that we need to fill first. So that'll be job number one. Then, I mean, it's really going to depend on USD at this point, because Japanese yen still is like deciding what it wants to do. Let me look at it again. Yeah, Japanese yen is at that trend line. It needs to start moving higher. So I'm okay. I mean, shorting UJ now is probably a good idea. I'm flat, right? Yeah, I'm flat. So wait, that's the wrong chart. Yeah, here we go. I'm flat. Yeah. So I'm not that confident about the long-term short here. So I think that we should close the gap at least. Then we're probably going to turn around. So what I'm thinking is that if we're going to at least test the lows, we probably going to do something like this. I need more trend lines in here. Let's see, I'm going to go like this. And I'm trying to figure out how high that B level is going to be, and it's probably gonna be like that, right? So either we're gonna go straight down to C to test these lows, or we're gonna rebound again to that green line, and I don't know where. I mean, it can. That's the thing about trend lines. The price can keep going higher and still be at the trend line, So you have to look here too, and recognize that there's a lot of resistance here as well. So that's a possibility there for Japanese yen, right? And this is like, I'm way into 2 weeks out. I don't think that's going to take that long. So probably right there. Yeah. All right. So that's all I have for you tonight. And I will talk to you next week. Thank you.